Hello, welcome to lesson 1.3, powers and exponents. So, our central question today is, well, how do I write repeated multiplication using exponents? And we have three vocabularies: power, base, and exponent. Now, we want to figure out what these three vocab words have to do with this picture. Well, this little guy up top, the smaller version, that guy is called the exponent. The whole number, the big number out front, he's called the base. And these two pieces together, the 3 and the 6 together, are called the power. Now, what does 3 to the 6th power mean? Well, what it really means is 3 times itself 6 times, meaning you should have 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. Notice there are 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's how you get the exponent of 6. Okay, so we're going to practice a little bit of this. Let's start with example 1a. It says, well, after a cell divides 7 times, there are a whole bunch of 2's multiplied together cells. Write the number as a power. So, first off, the base. Well, since this 2 is being repeated over and over and over again, that is our base. The base is 2. But how many 2's are there? The number of 2's is the exponent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the exponent here is 7. That is our power. 2 to the 7th power. Okay? Let's see one with maybe variables, since we just learned about variables in our last lesson. G times G times G times G times G. So first you've got to figure out what is the base and what is the power. What is the exponent? Well, let's see. The base is the G, since that's what's being repeated over and over and over again. The exponent, the little guy up top, is how many G's you have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exponent is 5. Okay? Now, what if we wanted to go the other way? What if we wanted to, well, evaluate the powers? If we wanted to figure out and do the math, what does 2 to the 7 to the 2nd power really mean? 7 to the 2nd. 7, there are 2 of them. 7 times 7. Well, if we do the math, 7 times 7 is 49. Okay. What about 5 to the 3rd? Well, that means there's 5 times itself 3 times. 5 times 5 times 5. If we'd actually multiply this all out, 5 times 5 is 25, times 5 is 125. Okay? Now, I want you to try one. What if we had 8 to the 1st power? What would that look like? Pause the tape for a second, try this out. When you're ready to continue, hit play. Okay, so hopefully you got a chance to give this a shot. 8 to the 1st power. Well, 8 to the 1st power, the 1 means there's only one 8. There's nothing to multiply by. So this is just 8. Right there, we're done. We have nothing else to do, nothing to multiply by. It's just 8. Okay, now, what if we wanted to try some problems with variables? Now, this is a mixture of the last lesson with this lesson. We have h to the 3rd power when h equals 4. Well, just like before, we're going to take the 4 and substitute it in for the h. So, 4 to the 3rd power. H is the same as 4. H to the 3rd, 4 to the 3rd. Now, if we would evaluate this, this is 4 times itself, 3 times, 4 times, 4 times 4. multiplying this all out, you should get 64. So we evaluated this when h equals 4. Okay. How about another one? This one, again, why don't you try this, and then when you're ready to continue, hit pause. So this is h to the 5th when, s to the 5th when s equals 2. So hit pause. When you're ready to continue, hit play. Alright, so hopefully you substituted in 2 in for s. Exponent is 5. When you multiply this out, well, you have 2 times itself 5 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 2's all multiplied together. 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16, times 2 is 32. And we're done. So in this lesson, 1.3, we learned how to write repeated multiplication using exponents, and then how to evaluate expressions with exponents. Hope to see you again in later lessons. Goodbye.